Hello there. The satellite picture in Europe really clearly explains what's going off at the moment. You can see this curl of cloud bringing some wet and windy weather across the Scandinavia. Another curl of cloud like a base clef circulating around southern Italy. So that's where the areas of low pressure, that's where it's quite stormy. And then sandwiched in between the two, clear skies underneath high pressure. That's producing some early morning frost and fog. Some of that stubborn to clear away. As for Turkey, it's largely fine and quiet, the same too for Greece, but that wet and windier weather still circulating around the southern tip of Italy. Fine and settled through much of France, through Spain and Portugal. We've got the remnants of that weather front producing some cloud on Sunday across the Low Countries and into Germany, and then circulating around. There's that low pressure bringing some wet and windy weather into Scandinavia. That's all drifting its way steadily east. An improving situation for Monday across Italy. We could continue to see some fog and some frost across Central Europe being an issue. And as that weather front moves out of Scandinavia, it's going to bring some snow across the far northeast of Europe as well. This is the story then for the next 5 days. A good deal of dry weather, quite a lot of cloud around across London and Paris, with some snow showers expected into Moscow as we go through the week, and temperatures struggle. Take care. Hello there. We've got a large area of high pressure at the moment centred across China, which is keeping things largely fine and quiet, but it is noticeably colder than it has been of late. Showers across Malaysia and Indonesia, but you can also see on the satellite picture a dry story. Welcome news through Vietnam. So that area of high pressure has brought a few snow showers through Saturday across northern China. On Sunday, things are a little bit fine and quiet with more sunshine coming through. A weather front brings some wet weather into Japan, and it's bringing a lowering of temperature in comparison to of late. There's the dry weather story across Vietnam. That's certainly good news here. Malaysia and Indonesia, the usual sharp thundery downpours, particularly by the middle part of the afternoon. Here's our city forecast. Over the next 5 days, we keep the blue sky and sunshine into Beijing, and temperatures will start to climb a little. Now into Australia, fine and settled here as well. We could see the risk of a few sharp showers developing across parts of New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania, but we've still got some warmth, particularly through the interior, with temperatures close to 40 degrees. New Zealand will see a good deal of dry weather starting to develop through the second half of the weekend as weather fronts ease their way east, allowing for some sunny spells and scattered showers. But there's more sharp showers to come through Wellington Monday into Tuesday. Perth sees lots of sunshine. Hello there. Whilst the weather story across South Asia is quite quiet at the moment, we are keeping a close eye on this mass of cloud developing through the Bay of Bengal, which could form into a storm through the early half of next week. We've got some showers ahead of it across Sri Lanka, but as I say, things are largely fine and quiet for the weekend. Now, it does look as though we will continue to see the threat of further showers into Sri Lanka, and one or two just moving out of Bangladesh into Myanmar as well. Now let's move towards Central Asia, where things are a little more unsettled and noticeably cooler across Kazakhstan, as you can see, with temperatures as a maximum of -7 degrees. There's a potential for some snow showers as well, moving their way across the higher ground of Afghanistan, close towards Pakistan too. Now south of that, we enter into that fine settled window with temperatures peaking into the mid-30s by the middle of Sunday afternoon. Some heavier rain threatening towards Sri Lanka, and eventually that will move towards Tamil Nadu as well. Now it does look as though we'll continue to keep this dry settled theme, so our city forecasts reflect this quite nicely, but we will keep those sharper showers going into Colombo as well. Well, as for Tashkent, after that chilly weekend, it does look as though temperatures into next week are set to climb. That's it. Whatever you're doing, take care. Hello there. An area of low pressure that's moving its way through southern Italy is having an influence across the Mediterranean, affecting Algeria as well, and also parts of Tunisia, bringing some rough seas and some showery rain here. Now on the satellite picture, we've got the seasonal showers just south of the equator, some still through the Gulf of Guinea and along the southern fringes of West Africa too. And we've got some showers moving through the interior of South Africa. That's going to be the story for the next few days. It stays dry way through Cape Town, and it does look likely that that's going to be the story as we go through the week. In fact, more sunshine developing from Thursday onwards, but Johannesburg will keep some sharp showers over the next few days. Plenty of sunshine into Khartoum, but the threat of some showers arriving into Casablanca perhaps from Wednesday onwards. Across the Middle East, there's a potential for a light shamal to bring some lifted dust. Few showers moving out of Kuwait and into Iran. Need to keep an eye on what's happening through the Gulf of Aden. A storm potentially developing here. Looks likely to bring some rough seas and some strong winds, and it could bring some outbreaks of rain if it just nudges that little bit further north. So we'll keep you posted on the progress of that as we go through the weekend and into the early half of next week. Let's take a look at some of the city forecasts, so see what to expect. A good deal of dry weather elsewhere, and we keep that sunshine and the warmth with temperatures into the high 20s. Hello there. More heavy rain is forecast for parts of Central America. More on that in just a moment. But first of all, let's take a look at South America. Satellite picture picking up a front down to the southern tip of Chile. What it's not picking up is the shower cloud at the moment, but that will develop as we go through the day across northern Brazil and stretching up into the Amazon basin area, really. But parts of Venezuela and Colombia seeing some really heavy downpours through the course of Saturday. That extends into northern Brazil, but it's drier across Rio de Janeiro than it has been. There will be a good deal of sunshine. That extends into Paraguay, into Uruguay, also into northern Argentina as well. Fine, settled and sunny. Not looking too bad into northern Chile. There's that wetter weather, as I pointed out to you earlier on, and it's quite windy as well to go with it. Here's our city forecast then for the next 5 days. Good deal of dry weather in the story, as you can see quite clearly at Rio de Janeiro, seeing those temperatures peaking into the 30 degrees plus as we head through the week. Fine and settled across Mexico, but there's more heavy rainfall to come, unfortunately, for El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua as well, those worst affected areas in recent days and weeks, and still plenty of sharp showers across the Caribbean too. So the city forecast pick up that unsettled theme over the next few days. Once the showers ease, there'll be plenty of sun too. Hello there. A large area of high pressure keeps things relatively quiet across North America at the moment. Now you can see on the satellite picture this stripe of cloud. It's a weak weather front just wrapping itself around that high pressure moving through the Rockies. Now to the south of that we've got some warmth, and that extends all the way up into the eastern seaboard. Behind it some cooler air starting to develop, and that could have an impact over the next couple of days. Relatively fine and quiet across the west coast in comparison to recently. A brief lull, though, in proceedings before yet more wet weather pushes into the Pacific Northwest. So you can see that quite clearly, and on the leading edge of that, there will be some snow. Ahead of it, though, we could have an issue with some fog, which could be slow to clear. But it'll be a good deal of fine, dry weather as we move down into California and inland as well. So if we look at the city forecast, you can see the difference. Yes, Vancouver will see some rain and some sleetiness over the next couple of days. We keep that fine weather into San Francisco and Los Angeles. Now across the east coast we've got some warmth at the moment affecting New York and Washington. Colder conditions are expected to arrive into Montreal and down through Toronto. There's that weak weather front bringing some rain, just gradually clouding over into Nashville, Tennessee, but south of that it's fine and quiet. So we've got the warmth in Miami, we've got that cooler air starting to arrive into Montreal, showers for New York.